Basically, someone wrote a program for the fifth game and it ran 10 times, and by the ninth person, the chance to survive was already 50%. Yes. But don't forget that one guy that lost his shit and decided to run, run, run. The likelihood already skyrocketed because he confirmed solid, solid, solid and fell in the third. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. If we're all rational and indifferent to dying, the highest number of people can win. But that's not how people work. That's not how people work. Now, would you betray a friend for a chance at 38.5 mil? Would I betray a friend for a chance at 38.5 mil? No. Because you can make 38.5 mil with a friend that you actually trust absolutely. A friend's worth a lot more than that. If you have one friend, and I mean a real friend, it's priceless. A lot of people have friends. I had friends. But when shit hit the fan in my life, and I needed people, and I wasn't in the right state of mind, and my world was tumbling down, and I needed people, and I needed help, my so-called friends turned their back on me. And the only person that would actually take my phone call and actually meet up with me was my Russian mate. And I've never forgotten that. And I've always been there for him whenever he needed me, and I still hang out with him and all that good shit. All these other people that were supposedly my friends, they're fucking dead to me. They're fucking dead to me. If they were on fire, burning alive, I would not piss on them to put out the fire. Having one good friend is worth a lot more than whatever fucking paper currency they can throw your way. Because if you have someone that's got your back 100%, you can take on the world together. But knowing that this person has your back 100% is the real risk. Because they either do or they don't. And you never really know. And how many times do you get to find that out? Not many, if any. So if you have a true friend, a true legit friend, don't trade them in for the world. I keep saying, a true friend is someone that'll take your call at 3 a.m., not ask questions, and bring a shovel. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. So would I betray a friend like that for a chance of 38.5 million? Fuck no. Fuck that. First of all, I don't need 38.5 million. That's the first thing. Give me a few million. Invest some in real estate. Invest some in blue chip stocks. You've already got $250,000, $300,000 passive income, low risk. It's too much. You don't need that much. Fuck. If you've got $1 million and you don't lose your shit, you're set for life. $2 million, you're really set for life. 38.5, you don't need that shit. People are too greedy. That's their problem. They're not happy with what they have. They don't value what they have. They don't know the value of what they have until they lose it. Money's a means. Yes, it's important. It gets you food, it gets you shelter. When something goes wrong, it gets you the medical care. It can buy you all that sort of stuff. Creature comforts, it can look after you in your old age. Those things are all good. I'm not discounting that. It's greed that's the problem. It's greed. People don't value what they have. And having a good friend, a companion, having family, it's fucking priceless. It's absolutely priceless. And I can tell you that as someone who thought he had, family and good friends, and they've turned their back on me and all these other stuff. I've been used, I've been lied to, I've been betrayed, I've been thrown under the bus, I've had family steal from me. I've had people pretend to be my friends and all this sort of stuff. So having a true friend is worth more than that. Like, fuck that shit. Now, in this situation, you've only known a week or so will betray you for 38.5. Look up The Prisoner's Dilemma. It's something that you would, it's a thought sort of experiment that would really resonate with you, I believe. The Prisoner's Dilemma. All right. Let's watch episode 8. Man, money's good, but if you don't value anything in the world, you'll never have enough. It's as simple as that. You can have $1 billion and be miserable as fuck. Or you can have $500,000 and be the happiest man in the world. It's that simple. It's a state of mind. It all depends. The one thing that I've learned from this show is I need enough so that if shit goes sideways, I have enough. You know, if someone that I care about needs medical treatment, I need enough to look after them. If something happens, I need enough to, take care of them or take care of myself. If I'm dead, that there's enough for, kids or anything like that so they don't have to struggle. That's how much I need. Everything beyond that is how much I want, which isn't as important. It's what I need. After that's covered, fuck it. Freedom is priceless. Go do what you want, see what you want, watch what you want, eat what you want. That's all well and good. You don't need beyond that. People are too materialistic these days. They're too busy wanting to impress others to show them, look what I have that you don't have. Ha ha ha, be jealous of me. Ha ha. People don't give a fuck, man. People don't give a fuck. They never gave a fuck. People in their early years think that all the other kids in school and all that stuff give a fuck. They don't. And in society in their 20s and 30s, they're trying to show off on social media by using credit cards to book expensive hotel rooms and things like that to show off to people. People don't give a fuck. And then when they get really old, they realize no one really cared. Well, they didn't. And you spent your whole life pretending like they did. That doesn't make you happy. Fuck that. I'll use the first 8.5 mil as investing 5 mil to help my family and then donate 5 mil to any places. I mean, if you had 38 mil. But to get to that number, you gotta do some questionable shit. Alright, episode 8. It's episode 6 was amazingly good. Episode 7, I kind of don't care about these rich bastards. I think the mystery of the whole thing was more interesting than finding out how it's financed. Yes, there's 3 of you. I don't trust Judas. Look at it this way. Even if you had a third, that's more than you need, right? Anything beyond that is greed. I mean, come on, let's be real. How much does one man... What's his debt at? You probably cover your debt with this. So what do you need? Don't be that guy. A random person you don't even know? Okay. But your friend? Come on. And your friend trusted you. Is that arterial? Oh, no. That's thick. Is that arterial? Did she... Oh, God. Is her arm cut? Is it deep? Is it a vein? Like, what's going on? Frontman. Oh, we get to find out who Frontman is. I would run like a motherfucker right now. His phone survived this. Dude, fuck checking that shit right now. How about you run? 12% battery? Fuck off. He didn't even have to turn it back on. Yes. Leave the diving equipment in a place where it's easily seen from the water. All that military training really has taught you well. Hide and seek. They're gonna play hide and seek, aren't they? Oh no, fuck! This was for this one. Oh, okay. So that one... So where's the next game? If that's not hide and seek, is it an arterial cut? Look, you could just be going into shock from panic. Just because you're bleeding doesn't mean it's fatal, alright? I've seen people go into shock, and I've gone into shock from a regular cut that looked fatal, but wasn't fatal. It's just as much psychological as it is everything else. We need to sit you the fuck down, see what it is. I don't like where this is going. Okay, if this wasn't... I like how it's like, you got lucky waiting at the back of the line. You picked your number. He didn't.
그러다 그 인간이 그 깡패 새끼처럼 못 가겠다고 버텼으면 그땐 어쩔 건데? 마지막 아니었어. 그 사람 분명히 가려고 했어. 그걸 어떻게 확신해? 그 인간 유리를 구별할 줄 알면서도 앞에서 다 떨어져 죽는 거 보고만 있던 놈이야. 어쨌든 너나 다 그 사람 덕에 다리 끝까지 살아서 간 거야. 씨발 형은 모르겠지만 내가 아직 살아있는 건 그놈 덕이 아니야. 내가 살아있는 건
as much as I agree with this whole, thing, and I would do it, this is not helping you right now. I mean, cool. Have this argument. Once you're outside...
내가 살아남으려고 죽을 힘을 다했기 때문이야. 아무리 이유를 갖다 붙여봐야 넌 그냥 죄 없는 사람을 죽인 거야. 정신 차려! 어차피 우리가 저 돈 가지고 나가려면 다른 놈들 다 죽어야 돼. 형 손에 피 안 묻히게 해줬으면 오히려 고마워해야 되는 거 아니야? 그게 나일 수도 밀었을 거냐?
Oh, he'd fucking push you without a second thought.
기훈이 형! 형 인생이 왜 그 모양 그 꼴인 줄 알아? 지금 이 상황에도 그런 한심한 질문을 하고 자빠졌으니까 오지랖은 쓸데없이 넓은 게 머리는 존나 나빠서 똥인지 된장인지 꼭 처먹어 봐야만 하는 인간이니까.
You know what? I'd rather the guy that opens his mouth and tell me what he's actually thinking than the guy that keeps it shut and stabs me in the back. At least you know where you stand with him. Idiot or not. Can't believe I'm defending him right now, but...
그래? 내가 이렇게 된 건 다 내 탓이야. 머리도 안 좋고 능력도 없고 늙은 엄마 등골이나 밥먹고 살면서 오지랖만 넓은 병신 같은 새끼니까. 그런데
guys, we can have this dick wave...
쌍둥이 사랑 서울대 천재 조상우는 여기서 왜 이러고 있을까? 나 같은 병신 새끼라 똥밭에서 뒹굴면서 그것도 내 탓이냐?
Can we get a med kit?
5개의 게임을 모두 무사히 끝내신 여러분께 진심으로 축하와 경의를 표합니다. 이제 파이널리스트가 되신 여러분을 위해서 저희가 특별한 선물을 준비했습니다. 선물을 공개하기 전에 저희가 준비한 의상으로 갈아입어 주시기 바랍니다.
How about a fucking med kit? Come on, be a flesh wound. Come on, flesh wound. It's stuck inside, isn't it? Fuck! Alright, if you pull it out without being able to stop the bleeding, you are absolutely fucked. You need a med kit. You pull that shit out, you're gonna bleed out. That's dark blood. The darker, it's probably arterial or an internal organ or something else. The darker the blood, the worse it is. This shit happens, you don't just pull it out. You apply a pressure around the damn thing, you get a med kit, you get an ambulance, you get whatever the fuck. Because if you pull that shit out, we don't know what it's in, it's gonna bleed like a motherfucker and you're out. You lose a few pints of blood, your heart stops pumping, you're dead, game over. Do not pass go, do not collect $1 million. Don't pull that shit out. Don't pull that shit out. Get a med kit. God damn it! Can she stop? That's not gonna stop the bleeding. That's not gonna stop the bleeding. She's gonna continue bleeding. She needs to staple that shit with something. I don't even know what she's hit. There's not enough pressure on that. She's losing blood, she's losing fluids, she's fucked. If she's moving around, her heart's gonna be pumping harder. She's gonna be fucked. God damn it. God damn it. Ah, yes. Let's just leave it right there. Let's not even hide it behind a fucking rock. I know it's got a tracker on it, but come on. At least try, dude. Why, you want to recruit him? I mean, let's face it. He's pretty good at what he's doing. %. You've only lost 1% of battery doing all that? Bullshit. I call bullshit.
반장님, 이 새끼 너 지금 어디야? 반장님 제 말 들리세요? 며칠째 코빼기도 안 보이고 연락도 제가 나중에 다 설명드릴게요. 너 뭐하는 새끼야? 제가 지금 서남의 어디쯤에 있는 섬에 있어요. 뭐? 전화 위치 추적 좀 해서 빨리 지원팀 좀 보내주세요. 뭐라고? 지원? 지원팀이요.
Turn on your GPS. Police have access to your telecommunication provider who keeps logs. At the very least, they're going to trace it down to 2 goddamn or 3 goddamn, what's it called? Cell stations. If you have your GPS active, hell, you can even make a goddamn Twitter post and it'll pin you somewhere on the map using a satellite. You can tell them exactly where you are.
최소한 해경이랑 기동대 함께 중대 이상으로요. 무슨 소리야? 제가 지금 사진이랑 동영상 보낼 테니까 확인하세요. 야야. 다시 연락드릴게요. 천천히 좀 얘기해.
And of course there's shitty reception. Now watch, the battery's mysteriously going to be 2%. Dude, you're going to use all your remaining battery sending videos. Yeah, your fucking 12% battery. It's not going to survive that. What? You have to set the table and if you do it incorrectly, you die? What is this? Spot the sport rich kid? Okay, eat from the outside in, like the basics. Fucking seriously? What, if I eat the food incorrectly, I die? You have to peel the banana with a knife and a fork? I feel so bad for the girl. God damn it. How is it against the rule? Triangles. Fucking triangles. What's next? The Freemasons? Would it be against the rules to ask for a goddamn med kit? Oh, she's fucked. What, is one of them poisoned?
오늘의 만찬은 그동안 파이널리스트 여러분들이 보여주신 헌신과 노력에 감사드리고 마지막 게임에서 더욱더 멋진 모습을 기대한다는 의미로 드리는 선물입니다. 한국 정말 즐겨주시기 바랍니다.
How about you patch up the girl that's bleeding all over the floor? How's that for prepping her for the final game? What is it with this show and this classical music? That wasn't even cooked medium rare. You disgust me. Cook that shit medium rare. 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Is it hard? Oh no, that one was medium rare. She's dehydrated. Her lips are cracking. She needs fluids. Stop trying to send them all at the same time. Send one.
저기요!
Man, that's almost blue. Look at him go. Yeah, you're gonna need that energy. Especially considering the fact that it takes 40 minutes to start digesting that steak. Oh yeah, the alcohol's really gonna help you in the next game. Yeah, she's dying. Yeah, she's fucked. Dude, come on, there's plenty of money for the both of you. Come on, guys. You've got what? 14 million apiece? 14, 28. Ah, the old cliche.
경찰들! 모두 무기를 버리고 투항해!
Do they give a shit? Hi, I'm gonna fucking arrest you guys. I've seen your faces. You fucking filthy Frank with a square and you filthy Frank with a triangle. And then there was this one guy that was dressed like a pig with a saggy ass.
니들이 한 짓은 다 경찰에 보냈고 곧 여기로 해경이 도착할 거야.
글쎄, 대한민국 경찰이 그렇게 열심히 했던가. 그리고 여긴 전화도 잘 되지 않는 지역이야. 뭘 보냈는지 모르지만 제대로 갔는지 모르겠군.
지금이라도 자수하면 정상 참작을 받을 수 있다.
지금이라도 그 총 내려놓고 핸드폰 넘겨주면 목숨은 살려줄 수도 있어.
그게 멈춰!
그 총에 5발을 넣을 수 있지. 하지만 경찰 수칙상 약실 한 발은 비우고 공포탄 한 발을 채워야 하니까.
What kind of fucking police regulation is that?
7탄 3발. 한 발.
Who the fuck did that regulation? Your gun holds 5 bullets, but one has to be empty and one has to be a blank. You know, in case you want to play reverse Russian roulette with some Russian guys. I don't know. What? Freeze! Fuck! Shit, that was the blank! Oh, fuck, it got away. Shit. What kind of fucking stupid policy is that?
쏴서 한 놈을 죽였고 또 한 발은 자물쇠를 부쉈으니 이제 그 총의 실탄은 한 발 남았을 거야.
God forbid it stole one of your other guns scattered across the game, of which you have many. Let's not mention the bullets.
한 발이면 널 죽일 수 있어.
Watch, the fucking steak has drugs in it. It's drugged. Yeah, she's fucked. She's fucked. What? That's for your next game? I would like my odds in this game. Yeah, you would not want to have a full stomach right now. All the energy would be going to your stomach. Really? Really? You can all just walk away right now together. You don't have to kill each other. You don't have to kill each other. Personally, I would grab the chair. I mean, yeah, you got a nice knife there, buddy. I'm gonna just use this chair to hit you over the head with it because I've got much better range. I didn't think of that one, did you? Or possibly the table. Why not? Little knife. Okay, cool. That's fun.
경고했어. 더 이상 다가오면
Wow, he took that like a boss. Man, that's gonna hurt.
이제 다 끝났어.
Damn!
나랑 같이 가자.
That's your brother, isn't it? That's your brother, isn't it? That's your brother, isn't it?
그래야 살아.
That's your brother, isn't it? It's your brother. It has to be.
누구야?
No one else would let you go off after fucking shooting them. I wouldn't. Bruh. No wonder they didn't call the guards. But you were a winner of the game. Why'd you keep doing this shit? Damn, it took that bullet like a boss.
형. 가자. 나랑 가자.
I mean, I'm impressed that he's just standing there.
형이 왜?
Yeah, that's not fatal. What is that? To make him look like he's dead? So the other guys don't look for him? Well, that's poetic. You shot him in the same spot. Yeah, don't fall straight down. Try to kick. You don't want to hit a rock. And you don't want to go head first. What attention is a thing? Are you trying to cry? How the fuck does that mask just stay on? Does it have like a mouthpiece thing? Really? I mean, I'd use that as a weapon. What, you gonna see who's gonna stay up the most? I feel sorry for the girl bleeding out. That's fucked. She's fucked. I'm surprised she's even conscious. Adrenaline's probably the only thing keeping her up. Yeah, she's about to pass out. Oh, dude. She might have already passed out.
강세벽. 쫄지 마. 너 죽이러 온 거 아니니까. 아까부터 계속 졸던데 죽일 거였으면 진작 죽였어.
Two people can end the game.
이건 저놈 때문에 가지고 온 거야. 호신용으로.
Why are you sticking the blade up? You're just asking for a cut hand, aren't you? Fucking hell.
너 어디가 안 좋아 보이던데.
아니야. 괜찮아.
그런데 음식은 왜 그렇게 남겼어?
그냥 맛이 별로라서.
거짓말하지 마.
You can always fire up the knife and try to cauterize the wound. Might not be able to stop the internal bleeding though.
야, 강세명. 우리 같이 하자. 다음 게임. 뭐가 됐든 서로 한 팀처럼 도와주는 거야. 그럼 우리가 저놈 이길 수 있어.
You know what you should do? Grab that fucking light thing and poke him with it.
같이 저돈 반반씩 가지고 나가는 거야.
아저씨는 저 돈 가지고 나가면 뭐 할 거야?
먼저 빚부터 갚고 엄마 시장에 가게 하나 얻으시고 너 좀 그만두고 가게에서 장사하는 게 우리 엄마 소원이거든. 그리고 딸한테 아빠 노릇 한번 제대로 해보고.
몇 살인데?
10살.
내 동생이랑 동갑이네.
Man.
동생은 지금 어디에 있는데?
보육원을. 돈 벌면 데리러 가기로 했어. 엄마도 데리고 오고. 셋이 같이 살 집 하나만 마련하면 그러기로 했는데.
저돈 반씩 나라도 그 정도로 하고도 남아.
아저씨, 나랑 약속 하나만 해.
무슨 약속?
아저씨든 나든 둘 중 한 명이 살아서 여기 나가면 서로 남은 가족 챙겨주기로.
그런 소리 하지 마.
It's a sensible move.
저놈 제끼고 너랑 나랑 나가면 돼.
But then again, that might give you the resignation to die. Whereas if you're fighting for someone else, you might be kicking a little longer. Humans.
그래도 약속해줘.
Don't hedge your bets.
내 동생 꼭 챙겨준다고.
He's faking it. I got an idea. You grab the long thing with the candle and you set the bed on fire, and then his clothes catch fire. And then you use the distraction to stab him. Because if he's faking it, he might lash at you. But if you use the like little fire thing, you know what I mean? You got distance. Grab the fire thing! He hasn't let go of it. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Grab the candle. Grab the candle. Grab the candle. Burn him.
그러지 마. 아저씨,
Oh, God damn it.
사람 아니잖아.
Don't do this now. Really? He's a psycho, for fuck's sake. He will do the same. No, don't you dare do it. Burn him. God damn it. He's gonna attack you now. God, ah. Yeah, it's fucked. It's too late. It's too late.
아저씨,
많이 흘렸어요. 제발 도와줘요. 사람이 죽어가요. 거기 아무도 없어요.
He's gonna get stabbed by this fuckwit behind him.
개새끼들아. 사람이 죽어간다고. 사람을 살리는 게임을 하든 뭘 하든 할 거 아니야. 제발 대장 줄래.
Please.
제발 의사 좀 불러주세요. 피를 많이 흘렸어요. 빨리요.
You!
세명아. 안돼. 세명아.
Should have fucking burnt him!
안돼, 세명아.
Now he's gonna stab you, you fuck! You're gonna get stabbed! Not like that! Oh, what is this? Reasonable force in America? Break his arm before the next game, why don't you? What's the price of a human life? Oh, you know. Really? You don't even have a vet on hand? I mean, you won the previous game. What's the go? What, you wanted more money? How much money does a single person need? Oh, fuck you, Evangelion. So what do they do with all the other employees? I mean, they're gonna need less and less. Do they start killing them too? Before they realize that you're not gonna actually pay them? Or do they just fucking chill? Because at the beginning they had like 6 dozen pink men. I'm calling them pink men, by the way. And now they have like what, 6? Or is this where the show started running out of money or something? And they started using them less and less? I mean, is this how the shit works, right? You pay them by the episode? I'm gonna start reading comments in a minute. Please keep them spoiler free. I knew she was fucked. I knew she was fucked. I hate knowing this shit. I hate it. So unfair. Oh, you've made it across? Well, fuck you, Glass Claymore. Ding! Clear the chat, please. Clear the chat, please. I'm only watching because it's getting juicy. She reminds me of Maki. Projection. I was not expecting that. I shook him at the right time. Wasn't he involved in a strike before? It was hinted at such a few episodes ago. Maybe they only wanted 2 players for the final game. Yeah, he involved in a strike and watched his friend die. He's a fucking rat. Right? So much for fairness. If they hadn't shattered the glass like that, she wouldn't have died. So it's their fault. They broke their own rules halfway through. Here's the real trick. You're assuming they're following their own rules. Or maybe they're just luring you into a false sense of security that there are rules, when in fact they fucking break them on a whim. They're scum. Why would you trust these people? Why would you assume they would play by their own rules? Rich people disgust me. And not because they're rich, but because of the type of mentality that they have. And it's not the self-made rich people that disgust me. It's the people that inherit the richness from their forefathers and foremothers. And they have a sense of superiority growing up because they're born into a wealthy family. They think they're superior just because they came out of some rich guy's balls. That doesn't make you superior in any way, shape, or form. You want a genetic lottery because you came out of the balls of a rich guy with a saggy white ass. That doesn't make you superior. Genetically, it actually makes you inferior. But anyway, what would I know about that? Frontman broke his own rule, not showing the face. Do as I say, not as I do. There aren't legitimate researchers that show you richer get people more out of touch you become. The more you lose empathy abilities. There's something screwed up when Gohan is traumatized by violence toward strike bearers when he was working for a car company. Yesterday, Hyundai, a South Korean car maker who had a worker strike recently, posted a Squid Game meme. Well, I mean, when they did the psychopathy test, they found that, the majority of people in executive positions within Fortune 500 companies are actually psychopaths because it enables them to make rational decisions quickly because they're purely logical and they lack the empathy. And they also make great surgeons, pilots, military commanders, positions like that. They don't necessarily need to be psychotic. They're just psychopathic, which means they lack empathy. I mean, fucking makes sense. But at the same time, we see what happens when you make people spoiled and you give them everything. They lose touch. They don't care because they don't know what it's like to not have it. They're born into means. They've never been without. You see that around the world. You wonder why, these parents that are successful and hardworking and have work ethic and have character and have morals, have ethics, have drive, their kids are drop kicks. That are just lacking anything, lacking any humanity, any quality, anything. It's because they were given everything. They've never had to do anything. So, I mean, I pretty much listen to a lot of billionaires, and a lot of them basically say they don't want their kids to have entitlement. They want them to have drive. And the only way they can do that is by simulating the drive that they need. So they don't want to give them too much. They want to give them an education. They want to give them opportunity. They want to, nurture their interests and gifts. But they don't want to eliminate that drive by giving them everything. Because if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs of how human beings work, the fundamental stage is having food and water and shelter. And then after that, it's all about getting the other things like warmth and community and security and things like that. And then after that is being liked by people. And then after that is, having good things and being respected and having your part in the community. And after that is self-actualizing. So they don't want to eliminate that drive in their children by giving them those fundamentals. They want to give them the tools and the skills necessary to make, money and be successful and look after themselves. But they don't want to eliminate that drive. They want to teach them how to fish without giving them a stockpile of fish, because that's how wealth doesn't last 3 generations, because they just learn how to, piss it away. I mean, you want a good example, look up the Vanderbilts in America. Within like 3 generations of being the richest family in the world at that time and the richest family in America, within 3-4 generations, they're nothing. That's a great example. You've got the guy that started everything up that had owned American Railway, and then his fucking son couldn't stomach the stress, and so he started selling it away, and his kids just fucking drank it away, and hookers and all that stuff, and their kids were even worse. So that's what you get. You get these kids with means that don't have the stomach for it. They don't have the drive. They don't have the skills necessary to maintain it, much less build on it. That's what a lot of these billionaires nowadays don't want to do. They don't want to make their kids useless. They want to give them drive. They want to give them skills, which is probably the right way to go. It's very Spartan. I mean, when I eventually have a kid, I'm going to fucking be Spartan as fuck, right? But anyway, it's a different mentality. I was born and raised in a different sort of system to a lot of people in the West. So, I see it in myself. It was like me when I was thrown into the deep end, when I had to get out of home because it was a dangerous situation. I had to work 2 jobs to keep a roof above my head. And I didn't want to quit university because that was a long-term investment. So I basically worked 2 jobs while I was studying full-time, like eating tuna cans and, picking up whatever was on sale in the supermarket and just eating it. It's like you did what you had to do, right? And it was that motivation that just created that work ethic. I mean, I would work 1 job for 8 hours, and I would ask him if there's more to do, and I would sometimes go 16 hours, 16-hour shifts, which would technically be illegal with the overtime. And then I spent December 24th, the first year when I moved out, I was in a 7-Eleven freezer, like minus, I believe, 4 or 5 degrees, without a jacket, helping build the Coca-Cola shelves on Christmas Eve, because I needed to pay the rent with something, right? So, been there, done that. So I really appreciate education and qualification and means and being able to get a job, being able to get a desk job that gives you enough to pay the rent and put food on the table and put a little bit on the side for savings. I can really appreciate that now because I know how hard it is to do, manual jobs on the front lines for pennies in the dollar. I get paid more now sitting on my ass typing on a keyboard than I ever did, opening up Schweppes and Pepsi boxes and marketing them in supermarkets and cutting my hand with the razor blade and cardboard cuts and shelf cuts and things like that. That was like, what, $20 an hour? That was hard work. No break. You're timed on everything that you do. Desk job, you just sit there on your ass and you just got to make sure that the computer that's monitoring doesn't say that you're away from the keyboard. So I can sort of appreciate not wanting your kids to be spoiled by emulating the need to work. But, it is what it is. Is he going to be able to find that fucking kid if it makes it out of here alive? I don't want that girl's brother just losing his entire family and just sitting in the orphanage. And I don't want that fucking psychopath. I don't even know if he's a psychopath. He could just be a sociopath. He could be a byproduct of his environment, or maybe he was just born with no empathy, which is why he went into stocks. I don't know. Either or. But psychopaths make great corporate raiders, by the way. We're going to fire 100,000 people to make $2,000. Good choice. The day before Christmas. We'll pay them the 2 weeks anyway. No one works during that time. That's how they basically do it. There's a math formula in companies for redundancies. They basically do the math formula and it pretty much tells you when to fire people because it coincides with the breaks you were going to give them for free anyway. Let's take a break and watch the finale. Episode 6 was the hardest hitting for me. Let's hope that the ending is good. It's always hard to wrap up a show, and I can appreciate that. You grab everyone's attention, you've got a good story unfolding, but it's always hard to wrap it up. You want to close the story, but you kind of don't. You want to wrap up everything nicely with the bow, but you don't. For me, the mystery, the not knowing, is sometimes incredibly powerful and sometimes better than knowing. And I hope they don't just reveal... I mean, they fucking revealed this one, which is fair enough. But it's a little bit like, okay, well, you've revealed it's his brother. Well, you better explain why he's doing it, because he found the document that said his brother was a winner, and now his brother was there. So, like, you know what I mean? Did you watch this all in one go, or was there a stream before this one? There were 2 streams before this one. We watched 1 episode 2 weeks ago. We watched 4 episodes last week, and we're watching 4 episodes this week. You should be able to watch them all, Frick. They're all VODs on Twitch. You should be able to access them. Just look for the one that's titled Squid Game. Alright, quick little break, and let's go. I think I'm going to pop an energy drink for this one. I need it, and then I can crash. 2 energy drinks is not good, but like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Oh, this one's good. This one's really good. Alright, quick 4.5 minute break. This is from Hellblade. You need to start paying attention to the schedule? You do, Frank. You kinda do. But they're all there. You should be able to find them. We don't stream that much, but I title them. Alright, quick 5-minute break. We'll discuss spoiler videos after we finish. I'm not risking any spoilers this late into the game. It would be the biggest regret ever if we start discussing and downloading spoiler videos before shit. Like, there's no chance in hell I'm going to download any associated videos to something that I haven't finished watching. That's just one way to get spoiled. And I'm not even going to read the comments till we finish the final episode now. Not reading chat right now. Final episode. I'm up to here blind. I'm not fucking it up now. Unless someone literally jumps through the window from my front yard in here and starts screaming Squid Game spoilers. Which, if they do, I'm going to grab the sword over there or the fucking King Bradley swords in that box and kill them. Because I made it this far. I'm not getting fucked now.